When we eat cheese and meats together, we are eating the way ancient people would have eaten. There was very little that could be preserved throughout the leaner times other than cheeses and dried meats. When we eat them together, we're eating two types of foods that have over thousands of years evolved together to suit one another. I am Jill Erber, owner of Cheesetique, and we are in Arlington, Virginia. The first pairing is one of the most traditional and one of the most delicious. The king of cheeses, which is Parmigiano Reggiano. It's a hard-aged cow's milk cheese from Italy. Crunchy, has a sweet and savory component built in. We're going to pair with prosciutto. So prosciutto is a ham from Italy, very succulent, very moist, and very salty. To bring in a little bit of acidity and sweetness, a very aged balsamic vinegar. This is going to be thicker, it's going to be sweet, and still acidic, but it's going to taste like a wonderful balsamic-y syrup. We're going to just pair it with a really delicious Chianti, which is going to have good fruit development, but great acid, and it's going to help to just amplify all of those flavors. Our second pairing is from Spain. Manchego is a sheep's milk cheese. It's hard-aged, it's really rich and sweet and chewy. So we're going to be doing manchego with the traditional cured ham of Spain called serrano. It's going to have a great, again, savory quality, but a little bit of sweetness as well. As our sweet component, we are having something called membrillo, which is quince paste. And a quince is sort of like a cross between an apple and a pear. Into this solid paste. So what we get is this really deeply sweet flavor component that's going to set off the saltiness of the serrano and the manchego. The wine we're going to be pairing with our Spanish collection is a beautiful red wine, again from Spain, called RIOJA. It's really sort of a rich wine, so it will go really, really nicely with the manchego and the serrano. Our third combination is fun, and it sort of shows you that it doesn't just have to be cheese, meat, wine. The first part of the pairing is going to be soppressata. It's a very coarse ground salami, so we've got nice big chunks and hunks all throughout the salami. We're going to pair that with an aged provolone. Provolone is wonderful and salty and very chewy, and so it will be a wonderful sort of offset to the soppressata salami, which tends to be a little bit peppery. The antipasto component is a lightly marinated and roasted tomato. When we roast tomatoes, their sweetness just gets totally kicked up. But tomatoes, as we all know, are also very acidic. So again, we're achieving our acidic and sweet component, but through a tomato, which is kind of fun. And to round out our pairing, we're going to bring in a delicious IPA, which is a beer that's going to be wonderfully full flavored, and it's going to have a nice bitterness to it, which is going to incorporate really beautifully with the acidic and the sweet and the salty. So we've got a beautiful combination there. We try and encourage people to not get so caught up in what is the right thing to do here. There are no shoulds, really, except that if it tastes good, then it tastes good. And if you pick good wine and good food, typically they will taste good together.